It was a beautiful, beautiful night. A night when the pillars of Jamaica love was explained to the public. A night where the 63 candidates of the People's National Party were showcased. And a night, Jamaica, when the people saw what a prospectus government will look like. A prospectus government, meaning the prospective government. They spoke on education, they spoke on healthcare, they spoke on crime, they spoke on the environment, justice for all, land reform, violence prevention, the environment. It was a solid thing. Let us hear what the news had to say about the People's National Party Manifesto.
Watched the grand gala through and through. You may have seen a disruptive advertisement with our next Prime Minister at the center, reciting same. As a reminder to keep ourselves accountable to the people that we serve, I invite
God and all mankind, mind the clause.
The People's National Party PNP says it will be tough on corrupt politicians should it form the next government. Persons in the diaspora are also being promised a representative in the Senate. The PNP outlined those and a range of other promises last evening during its manifesto launch. Now, our reporter Dwayne Anderson was there and filed this report.
PNP officials and supporters traded the carnival-like scene of the campaign trail for a business atmosphere on Tuesday evening. Their manifesto, launched under an 11-point plan, was titled Mission Jamaica Love. It promised a lot to Jamaicans should the PNP form the next government, with particular focus on anti-corruption.
We must restore and will restore the office of the political ombudsman as an independent watchdog. We must ensure the independence and effectiveness of the Integrity Commission to enable it to pursue its statutory mandate without fear or favor, including desirable improvements such as the modification of the so-called gag clause. I've said in the coming elections there will be candidates who are under investigation for illicit enrichment, and the voters will not know who they are other than one.
Special plans too for areas such as agriculture, housing, land reform, education and culture.
You heard our manifesto in Patois? Well, we will recognize the Jamaican language as an essential part of our Jamaican identity. We shall protect historically marginalized groups, particularly people of African descent, through a national ban on hair discrimination. We shall have a discussion and consider fixed election dates and term limits, and this is no idle promise. And to those of you who are not here but are listening, we shall expand the Senate to broaden representation to include the diaspora, persons with disabilities, and the Rastafari and Maroon communities.
An audio version of the PNP's manifesto will be available in Patois. The PNP leadership explained a second portion of the manifesto will be provided after the JLP's manifesto is made public, given what they say is a practice by the JLP to use their ideas. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ.
Jamaica. No tax on overtime for employees working under $6 million. So all who in the call center, no more tax on your overtime money. All of you who work in government and everything, no taxes on your overtime money. Land reform, land ownership of government lands, move from 60 years to 25 years scrutiny. A joint industrial council for security officers, tourism workers, BPO workers. End contract work. Remove tax from the pension income. livable wage commission for the minimum wage. Remove tax on tips, gratuities, and commissions. What more the people want, Courtney?
What more they want?
Hotel workers, PNP are going to deal with you now.
We are free up.
Did you hear what they say in the Senate? Someone with disability will be a senator.
Of course.
Mark Golding said a Rastafarian will be a senator. A Maroon will be a senator. You know, hear that, Jamaica?
Be a hero.
The UNIA is saying that they are happy with the PNP's proposal to put in the Senate a Rastafarian and a Maroon. Also in the Senate, Jamaica, is a member of the diaspora. Somebody in the diaspora will sit in Jamaica's Senate. Isn't that transformational?
Beat the tambourine.
Isn't that marching on to progress? Jamaica! Jamaica! And we are march. Yes, Jamaica, that is integration of the people. Wholeness segregate the Maroons and the Rastas in this country. Wholeness want to mash down Maroon Town. Wholeness has done so much harm to Chief Richard Curry. And Mark Golding wants to restore hope.
The overseas can be a senator.
An overseas member can be a senator.
My goodness. You want more?
What more do you need? Land reform, 500,000 and home deposit. Removal of the NHT, removal of the 11 billion. Come on, Jamaica. What more do you want? What more do you want, Jamaica? People of Jamaica. When you see all the labor write them over nationwide news. Hey! Producer! Only na hear nationwide news. Only na hear Dirty Batty Jerry. Only na hear Dirty Batty Jerry. Listen to what Dirty Jerry has to say to me.
And my preliminary look on this PNP manifesto, which runs for 30 pages, the PDF version, the online version that I have. The presentation is very good in terms of the look of the document. It looks good. You can see a lot of thought into how the layout is. And just looking through preliminarily, it looks like a good document. It does look like a good document. Their mission Jamaica Love. So what they've done, as Chevron would have explained in his rap, the news story we carried at 6, J, justice for all. The J in Jamaica, the A, access to quality education, M, modern infrastructure, A, agriculture and food security, I, innovation and industry, C, care for the vulnerable and health services, A, accountability in governance, and then love, Jamaica love. So that's Jamaica, love, land, housing and ownership, O, opportunity for youth, V, violence prevention and safer communities, E, environmental resilience. So Jamaica love, the acronym, yeah? Mission Jamaica Love, that's where the Jamaica Love comes from. And there are some items here that, as I say, it looks good on paper and the whole thing. So I zeroed in.
When you hear Dirty Batty Jerry, let me tell you what happened yesterday now. Job security, Courtney.
Yes.
Wait there. Dirty Batty Jerry! You're coming like green lizard. Dirty Batty Jerry! Find him picture the producer. Dirty Batty Jerry. You turn green lizard because you are trying to save your job. So when PNP in a power, no Dirty Batty Jerry. The way all you do Mark Golding. The way all you do Dayton Campbell, Dirty Batty Jerry. I squeeze him and squeeze the shit in. But in long and me I'll see the one Chevron, yes. Me I'll see the one Chevron Dirty Batty Jerry. When him see me last night, him run, because him a say backside Andre Stephen sketch him. But Chevron, we now look by you are small fry. You are small fry. A George or Cliff should have come last night, make me fix them business. But the truth is, Jamaica, somebody messaged me, isn't Floyd a member of the disabled community? Floyd have him stating at the Senate already. So that means that Mark is willing to give another disabled member an opportunity to sit in the Senate.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News Evening Highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.